Hey guys, welcome back once again. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did try to film this once before. I'm gonna insert a little clip so you guys can completely understand why it didn't work out and why I'm gonna have to refilm it for you guys today. I can't actually hold off any longer. I do realize that this is going to be relatively painful for you guys. So, this is technically not going to be my first impression of the Blue Blood palette, of course. However, I'm gonna treat it like it is. So when I decided to film this the first time, I was crook as a dog and wasn't sounding too sexy. Although I thought at the time that maybe I could have got away with it, you know, like Phoebe Friend's sexy, sniffly, stifled voice. I thought I could do that, but alas, I could not, and here I am refilming it for you guys. Now, the first time I filmed it, it was a tough ride from the get-go because I filmed the intro and the first eye look to realize that my camera hadn't been filming the entire time. So obviously I was not in the right place to be filming, so we're gonna be doing it today. Now, this is the beautiful palette. I am very late to this game because, as I said before, a couple of hiccups, but that's not gonna stop me because it is beautiful and blue and sexy. There you guys are. Hello. Look at the fingerprints on that. Oh, my bad. Now, the way that I'm gonna do this, of course, is I am not the biggest fan of swatching. If you guys really want to see swatches of it, I'm happy to do that for you guys. Let me know it down below. But I just don't see the point because it's not made for swatching on your arm, it's made for being put on your eye. So what I like to do is, as probably tell by the title, it's the same as what I did with my other two eyeshadow review palettes, eyeshadow palette reviews, is I'm gonna do 3 looks with it. I'm gonna try and use as many of these colors as I possibly can in those 3 looks, and any colors that are left after that I will swatch for you guys. Now, the first time I did it, I actually got through and managed to use all of them except Deceased. So my goal today is to use them all. So if you guys would prefer to see swatches, let me know and I can definitely get onto that for the next video for you guys, which I'm gonna give you a little sneaky peeky of it. And of it, I mean what the next tutorial is gonna be because it arrived in the mail today. Oh, it's beautiful. It smells brand new. I don't know if you guys can get that smell or not, but similar to a new car smell, it's just, it smells manufactured and pretty and fresh and new. Now, I told myself I wasn't gonna buy this because, I don't know, there was something about reds that just really didn't catch my eye until I used the Blue Blood palette, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't a sentence. And then I saw it and, oh, it's beautiful. But that's a little sneaky peeky. I'm not gonna go on any more about that. But back to this beautiful coffin of deadly goodness. It is stunning. I'm gonna crack on into it because I feel like this is probably gonna take me a fair bit longer than I always expect it to. I will be doing some different looks than what I did in the first actual attempt at this. I will flash the photos here of what I actually did the first time around. However, I just feel like I can tweak it a little bit better. Now, it's getting really hot in here, so don't mind me, but I'm taking my cardigan off. Now, my aim is to, of course, try and stick to just these eyeshadows without bringing in any other ones. I do make the odd exception if I need to really bring a really nice pop to it of some kind. So in the past, I've done a little bit of colourful eyeliner or something like that to it, but I usually try and keep just to this palette as such, because most of the time it doesn't need the help. I will be using my Colourpop No Filter Concealer as the base because that's just what I usually do. I might potentially change my mind, and if I do, I'll bring in the Jeffree Star Velour lipstick in Drug Lord as a nice crisp white base. But crack on into it. I'm gonna try something different here today, guys. I'm gonna use a little handheld mirror because I feel like I was getting really strange angles and I kept moving out of like range of the camera. So let's see how this goes. I also moved my camera setup a little bit, so hopefully it's still working all right and it's nice and bright enough. If not, just let me know and I can always change it back. I feel like I should probably invest in a nice handheld mirror so I'm not just holding one of the smallest mirrors known to mankind in my hand to do this. Also going to be using the Morphe M506 brush because that is my favorite little blending brush for my tiny little crease. Ooh, okay, where do I want to start here? I feel like maybe I might go from Mint Tea into Flourishing, into Blue Monday, into Undertaker, potentially Cremated and Power, and go through that way. I will, of course, be showing you the colors as I'm using them, on the screen, but I think that's the kind of color spectrum that I'm thinking about using for the first look. Don't think I want to use shimmers, so we'll see how we go. And then I'm just going to go in with the colour Cullinan. Cullinan? Jeffree, please don't come for me. I don't know how to pronounce anything. It's the most beautiful shimmery shade I've potentially ever seen in my entire life. And then I'm just going to pop on some lashes and we're going to be done. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that noise, but if you can, it's the shower running downstairs because you can hear everything in every room of this house, so I do apologise. If not, pretend I said nothing. But this is the finished first look. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's a cut crease, but it's, yeah, it's a cut crease. Yep, I can't beat around the bush. It's definitely a cut crease, but I really like it. I am in love with this shimmery shade. Cullinan. Jeffree, please help me. How do you say it? Cullinan. Like, I'm thinking Cullen, like Edward Cullen, sparkly, Twilight, and then N on the end, Cullinan. But no, I am actually really happy with how this turned out. I could have easily swapped a nice kind of concealer cut crease for a really bright white poppin' velour lipstick cut crease. But I just felt like it might have been a little bit too full on. But let me know what you guys reckon. Do you reckon it could have done with like a white cut crease or a nice colourful, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Nice skin coloured cut crease. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. I hadn't heard that song for a long time and I just listened to it and it is a fucking banger, man. How can you not be happy listening to that song? It is very funky and very fresh. Okay, so next look, I think I'm gonna go with a more green kind of look. I think I'm gonna go Flourishing and Cremated and Power. And I might even use Wealthy to kind of use it as a transition shade, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, we'll just play and we'll see what happens. Last look of this little review, and I'm actually a little bit scared because the colours that I left myself with aren't always the best to mix. So what I've got to use is the nice neutrals, which are like the browns, and the nice transition shades. I've also got the pink, and then I've got 2 blue shimmer shades. So I'm wondering if it'd be possible at all to do kind of like pink on the outside. It's terrifying. Now I feel like I've changed my plan and I'm gonna attempt potentially the impossible. No, I'm kidding. I'm thinking about doing 2 different colored eyes. Now, I might be onto something here. One nice pinks, neutrals, one's light blue as well. So like 2 baby colors. Baby colors? Wow. Is that a term? I don't think so. Just 2 kind of like pastel, soft colors, not baby colors. What am I thinking? I think I might have just cracked the code. Okay, I'm gonna do this exact same thing to this eye, and then we're gonna talk about the real details of how I'm gonna use those crazy blues. So I'm thinking about trying to do like a thick and chunky, very dramatic winged liner. For one, winged eyeliners don't work on these very hooded, deep set, sunken, I don't even know what they are, eyes. So I'm thinking if I can just bring out this massive, very chunky, shimmery winged eyeliner, I might be able to get away with using all of the eyeshadow in this palette in 3 looks. So wish me luck. This could flop. This could be a pop. So who knows? Let's see how we go. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my head turned this way because my hooded eyes don't like winged eyeliner pretty much, because this is, yeah, nice editorial, sharp, sexy eyeliner, and then this is sad. This is like a kid trying to put on eyeliner that doesn't know how to. So yeah, lucky these eyelashes are hiding some of it because it's just not a very attractive look front on. But this way, ooh la la, very sexy. So I'll zoom you in a little bit and I'll show you up close. This is, of course, used Wealthy Celebrity Skin, Priceless, Untouchable, Crystal Flesh, Ice Tray, and Ocean Ice, all in this eye look. You'd think that'd be ridiculous, seeing that's what, six eyeshadows, but oh, I also threw in Cullinan. I feel like I should stop trying to say that name. If you guys were curious at all what is on my lips, it is Blue Velvet by Jeffree Star in the tiny little Equality lipstick bundle with a little bit of Cullinan and Ocean Ice on it as well, just to give it a nice little bit of a shim. But thoughts on this palette, I actually really like it. Of course you are limited with what you can create with it because it is just a blue palette, but it is a really nice blue palette, which is part of the reason why I bought this one, because I just really liked the formula that Jeffree Star has in his palette, and it is a really attractive palette. I mean, he has put in a fair bit of effort to the actual design and layout and whole shabam when it comes to this. He did not stinge at all, but you would not expect Jeffree to as well. But of course it is also a really reasonably pricey eyeshadow palette. Of course it is not top end, but it is still quite pricey. I think it did retail for around the $80 Australian mark. So it's around the $5.50, $6 mark for each eyeshadow, which really isn't ridiculous. I'm not sure the exact weight per eyeshadow as well. So I mean, it is all up to whether or not you like blue eyeshadow more than anything else. I, of course, love blue eyeshadow, so I felt it was very justified for it. But could you recreate this with other blue eyeshadows? Probably. It's not something that is so new and out there and bizarre that I don't think it can be replicated. It probably can, but is this a beautiful palette? And if you had the money, would I recommend buying it? Of course I would. 10 out of 10 would recommend. But that's not saying there isn't other companies that have beautiful blue eyeshadows. Take the James Charles Morphe collaboration palette as well. The blues in that are stunning. But compared to, say, the James Charles palette where it's an array of colours, even if it was just a blue palette, the James Charles, it is still... So even with the James Charles palette, it still retails for $60 Australian. So I mean, for an extra, say, $20, you do get something that had so much love put into the actual layout and design and craftsmanship of the box and how pretty it looks. So I really don't think the $80 mark is a completely unjustifiable number to put on this, but it is still quite a pricey thing. So I'm never going to be one to tell you that you have to rush out and buy a product like that. Of course, if you have the money and you love blue eyeshadows, it is a really nice blue eyeshadow. But with that being said, I obviously loved it enough to then go out and buy another Jeffree Star palette. So I do actually find that eyeshadows really easy to blend together as well. There has only been one eyeshadow that I have had a little bit of trouble with. It is the Ocean Ice eyeshadow that I have on the outside here and on my lips as well. That can potentially stain a little bit pink. And I know you like Evie, but it's a blue eyeshadow. Trust me, I don't know. But there's some pigment in it that does potentially leave your skin stained a little bit pink. It is not drastic. It is not something that I haven't been able to get off my face, but I do find that it is just a little bit more work to get off. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to follow me on any of my other socials, I will be posting all of the looks from today on there on my beauty one, which I will link here. Otherwise, I do have my Twitter here. Oh, bam, 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 coming at you. Thank you once again, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.